Is learning the English language your toughest challenge yet? Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
Mrs. Wong, would you give us an idea of the price you regard as workable?
As I said before, your price is so high that we find it difficult to make a bid. We hope you will take the initiative and bridge the gap.
Just to comply, we're ready to reduce the price by 5%. I hope this concession of ours will get the ball rolling.
So do we. Certainly it's a step forward on your side. But the gap is still too wide.
The ball is in your court, Mrs. Wong. What price would you suggest?
To make your offer workable, I think you should take another step down as big as the one you've just taken.
That won't do. You see, our profit margin is very narrow. It simply can't stand such a big cut.
I hate to disappoint you, Mr. Brown, but if that's the case, we have no alternative but to cover our requirements elsewhere. Do think it over, please. We sincerely hope our discussion will come to a successful conclusion.
Well, I'm not authorized to agree to such a big reduction. Would you mind waiting a day or two, until I get a reply from the Home Office?
Not at all. Shall we meet again, say, on Friday morning?
Good. Friday morning at 9.
Hello, Lincoln Bank. Christy speaking. How may I help you today?
Hello, Christy. Could I speak to the department that deals with credit card applications, please?
I can deal with that, sir. Are you interested in our personal or corporate card?
The personal card, please. Is it possible to take care of this over the phone?
I'm sorry, sir, but you will need to come into your local branch to deal with the application procedure. Come in and fill out an application form and let us have a duplicate of your ID card. You'll also need a copy of your guarantors and he or she will need to sign the form, too.
Okay, and what deposit do I need? I mean, is there a minimum deposit?
You'll need to deposit 1,500 RIB initially. There will also be some small additional charges for this service.
That's no problem. How long will the whole thing take? A week? 10 days?
It should all be sorted out within 5 working days after receipt of the required documents.
Right. I'll contact my guarantor now and we'll come in within the next couple of days. Thanks very much for your help. Goodbye. What happens if we make a deal and 30 to 60 days after delivery the price goes down and you didn't get the best possible price? How do I handle that?
Well, these things happens, I know that. You just have to stay straight with me.
Right. So how do I do that? What will make you happy?
Well, I suggest you just keep me posted. That should do it. That way the burden is on me to decide when to buy, not you.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it really is that simple. Every time there's a change in the items we do business on, you let me know. That's all you need to do.
What kind of change, just in prices?
No, any change. I want you to keep me as informed as you are. I need to know as much as you do. If you hear about something that might happen, then tell me about it. Tell me its rumor, what it's based on and your opinion on how likely it is.
You mean on product availability, reliability and price?
No, everything. Those things for sure. But also labor problems, raw materials, new subcontractors, mergers, in short, anything and everything. So I can make a fully informed decision.
So it's like you want me to be your eyes and ears into the industry. I can do that, provided the company I'm working for isn't hurt.
I think we'll get along fine.
Bill, I'm expecting a big increase in turnover with the coming of the Mid-Autumn Festival. But wholesales are unwilling to supply my orders unless I pay them in advance of 50% of the full price, for my business is fairly new. I hope that you can make me an advance on loan.
Do you have stocks or a title deed of a house to pledge as security?
No. I should be grateful if you could see your way to make an advance against my personal reputation. You may inspect my accounts. From my accounts you can see that I've promptly met all my obligations.
We do not allow any request for a loan against personal security. This is a common regulation, but we may consider it if you can provide a reliable guarantor.
Yes, I can. You know Mr. McGreedy, the famous car dealer here in New York. He agreed to act as my guarantor of a loan in the sum of $L0,000 until the end of this year.
Good. He is a man of high standing. I think we can grant the loan you need after some further discussion. But I suggest you borrow on overdraft instead of on loan.
I understand we will need 7 air conditioning units on the 2 floors. That's what you think, yes?
Yes. You could use 5 or 6 units. But 5 or 6 wouldn't be very efficient. I recommend 7.
And if we take the Decker units you suggested, what would the price be?
Let me calculate the price for you. I can give you a 15% discount if you buy the 7 units. Let's see here. Your total would be $5,929.
Isn't there any way we can get central air conditioning in this building?
As I said, it is possible, but it would be much more expensive. I think it would be at least $12,000 to do a complete system.
That's too much. We need to use the separate units, I guess.
It's more practical, and the new units really are very quiet. Your customers won't even notice them.
So you say we can do it for $6,000?
Yes, that's for the units. Installation would probably be another $700 to $1,000. But it depends on the time spent, of course.
You mean installation isn't included? I'm very surprised.
No, ma'am. Installation isn't included. The price I quoted was just for the units.
In Taipei, the company usually installs the things they sell. They don't charge extra.
I know that, ma'am. But they would just raise the price of the units to cover their costs. Here in LA, installation is charged separately.
Yes, I suppose I should get used to it. But I'm not really willing to spend more than $6,000 for this. We haven't even opened yet.
I understand, ma'am.
And the other company that gave me a quote on this said they could do it for $4,000.
It's a question of quality, ma'am. At that price, you would not get good equipment. I've been in this business for almost 20 years. I know what happens. If you don't get quality air conditioning now, you will just have to replace the system after 2 years.
I will tell you what I can agree to. If you can quote me a price of $6,000, installation included, I can accept.
Well,
you do seem like a better company than the other one. So I am willing to pay more than $4,000 for you. But I won't pay more than $6,000.
Well, we don't usually do it, but I believe we can accommodate you on this. We will do the installation for free. Because we appreciate your business.
Good. I hope we can arrange the contract as soon as possible.
Would you like to ask any questions?
I need to know about the fees.
What kind of fees?
I'm asking about overdraft fees.
You have to pay a small fee every time you overdraft.
What's the fee?
The fee is $25 every time you overdraft.
How is that a small fee?
That fee should keep you from overdrafting.
I'll say.
Do you have any more questions?
I don't need to know anything else. Thank you.
How are you today?
Very well.
Do you need help with something?
I need to make a transfer.
What account would you like to transfer the money from?
I want to transfer money from my savings account.
Where do you want the money to go to?
I want the money to be transferred into my checking account.
How much money are you going to transfer today?
$200 will be fine.
Is that all I can do for you today?
I won't be needing anything else.
I am afraid I have some bad news for you. It's about our order contract 05 TSWAL.
What's the problem?
The goods arrived half a month later than scheduled. What's more, 5 cases were found broken and unit inside seriously damaged.
Really? That's something unexpected. You see, all our exports were strictly inspected before shipment. The goods were in perfect condition when they left.
But then there were some cracks in a number of cases. Almost all the bottom of the cases were loose.
That could have happened in the course of transit or unloading, due to rough handling.
But our surveyors found the damage was caused by poor packing.
But there is nothing wrong with our packing. Our cartons are standard export ones and we also enforced them with straps.
But you filled the cartons too full and the straps are not strong enough. When they were rehandled, some of them were broken.
I don't think the stevedores could have handled them with great care.
We are interested in placing a large order for your wool carpet.
How much would you like?
10,000 square m. You should give us a discount for such a large quantity.
A higher discount will be given for a big order, so we are willing to give you a 5% discount this time.
The Iranians will give us a 10% discount if such a high order is placed with them. No doubt you know an incentive discount encourages the buyers and helps expand sellers' business.
Of course I know, but there is too high a rate. Frankly speaking, the maximum discount we can make is 6%.
Good morning, sir. What can I do for you?
Good morning. I want to deposit a sum of money into my account.
Okay, how much do you want to deposit?
Well, I want to deposit 2,000 yuan into my account.
Would you please fill in a deposit form first? Please write down your name, your account number and the amount you want to put in.
Okay. I wonder about the rate of interest of the account.
Interest is paid at the rate of 1% per annum at present. And it is added to your account every year.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Hello. Welcome to Credit Services. How can we help you?
I'm interested in applying for a credit card with you.
Are you an existing customer?
Yes, I've had a current account with a debit card with you for years. Now, I'm looking at upgrading to a credit card.
May I ask why you didn't think of applying for a credit card with us sooner? Most young people jump at the chance.
When I opened the account with you, I was a student. I graduated a couple of years ago and have a steady salary, so I figured now would be the best time to go ahead.
That's very sensible of you. We have many fresh graduates applying for credit cards, getting them and then going on a spending spree and being unable to meet the repayments.
As you can see from the statements for my current account, I have never been overdrawn. I'm always very careful about that.
Do you have any other questions?
I want to know about fees.
Which fees?
Overdraft fees.
You will be required to pay a small fee for every time you overdraft.
How much is the fee?
You'll have to pay $25 every time you overdraft.
That's a small fee?
It should stop you from overdrafting.
You would think it would, but it most likely won't.
Can I help you with anything else?
That's it for today. Thank you.
What can I do for you?
Hello, there. I've just started using your net banking and I'm looking for some information about my commission fund.
I see. The fund trading system of our net banking deals with both trading and information. If you use this system, you can subscribe for and apply to buy other funds. You can also get lots of other useful information.
Regarding what exactly?
Fund info, the fund code, fund net value per unit, fund public info, fund account balance, fund trading confirmation, daily details and the history. With our net banking, anything is possible.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.